What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J. Cool.
A leader. Let's not be discouraged. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you, Ambassador Mamba.
Thank you very much. Linda Banks, an international journalist based in the United Kingdom, has written, Honorable Makebi Zulu, thank you for standing firm on the ECL matter and on behalf of the family, and by resisting government pressure to act outside the wishes of the family. My question to you is, should President Hakainde Hichilema choose to excuse himself from the funeral, will the family permit the former president to be laid to rest with full state honors in his home country prior to the 2026 general elections? That's Linda Kasonde, Linda Banks, an international journalist based in the United Kingdom. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Yes, this is Unknown Mercy.
Yes, Unknown
Just
Mercy.
a new. Honorable, thank you so much, Honorable Makebi Zulu, for coming in to stand as a president. Otherwise, my question is, if PF didn't adopt you, are you late to stand in or to support a person who is going to stand as a president? And then, are you also led to face the challenges like the way it is happening right now, the way they are blocking the constitution, like the constitution? Are you led to stand for the people of Zambia and defend the constitution? Are you also not going to change like kind of vachinja, like Mwava Litoriki, Palasti, Fintu Fiachinja, Palasti, Tuatambo Kumona, Fituri, Monifintu, Taparof Badera, and the Fintu, Abantu Badeo, Tabaderanda Pifionse. Are you led as a president to defend the people of Zambia, not to be rhetoric like Fiture Mona? Fiture Mona this time, Fintu Abantu Bade Chula, the president is quiet. Are you led?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Bamwamba. Good evening, Makebi. This question actually goes to you on Ambassador Mwamba. Surprising, Bamwamba, you're always updated with the current affairs. And from the prologue, we can tell that majority people are very excited to hear you asking Ramakebi whether what we are reading in the news is actually correct in the social media. How come you have not asked him whether he is running for office next year?
Thank you very much.
It'd be nice to hear from you as well. Thank you very much.
She says, how come I haven't asked you that question yet? I'm a very updated person. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening, Emmanuel Mwamba. This is Angela Mbale, known as Mama T.
Mama T, make your contributions.
Yes. First of all, I want to say hi to our incoming president, Mr. Makebi Zulu. I don't know if he has declared whether he's standing or not, but I'm begging him. I'm asking him if he can stand. Because right now, Zambia is not the Zambia that we knew. This is a different Zambia. I just want to make a contribution on the things that he talked about. Things like they are using power to control people. The reasons are very simple. They are doing that because all the promises that they made, they have failed to fulfill those promises. So now what they are doing is to put fear in people and bring this cyber law, seditious, cases on our people. We have a lot of our people in jail there. But there are people who have committed the same offenses, but they are outside there, free. Why? Because they belong to them. And what kind of a Zambia is this? We saw yesterday where an overnight prayer was cancelled. And today we hear the president saying that he never directed anyone to cancel those prayers. the prayers which has been taking place for quite a long time with our Apostle Sunday Sinyangwe. And yesterday it was cancelled. So as Zambians, how do we interpret that? Because we understand there's that grudge between our president and Sunday Sinyangwe. So saying that he never directed the police to do that, we don't believe that because we've been told a lot of lies. And there are a lot of things that have been happening in Zambia. A lot of things that people are scared to talk about because
thank you, my dear sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've got so many people waiting, my dear sister. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Okay, you are speaking to Falcon, calling you from Zambia.
Falcon,
one
yes.
question that I want the Honorable Makebi Zulu to answer is, people who are supporting that scared, they're saying he'll never come back to Zambia because he will be arrested. So my question is, in his execution as a family spokesperson, has he breached any Zambian and implicate him? Thank you.
Hello, caller. Please tell us your name. I need to close this part of questions so that we can allow Honorable Makebi Zulu to answer, but quickly make your contributions.
Good evening, Ambassador. This is Munkonge.
Munkonge, make your contributions.
Yes, just want to ask the State Council, Makebi Zulu, since he has been in the very tough situation, he has been in the tough situation for so long, and he knows the type of the government, and the government, they knew that he knows.
Munkonge, London wino mulanda wino muchibemba, London wino muchibemba endesheni.
Makebi Zulu, funa chala ndirana chafo omutonga na ngumurozi ya mfako. Makebi Zulu, mwalimu n'olufyengo ulo wa government bakwata ku bantu mwakukora na bena sana walo balishibo kwe bati mwalimu ishiba mano ya bufuntungu eyo bakwata ba government. So nomba pali ino nshita bushe ni system nshimwala wonfya pakwe bati tamupone limwe ma traps yabo aya bufuntungu pantunga bali fo kuchite chintu bara wonfya sana olufyengo.
Thank you.
Number 2, epo mwaliye nkambi kumufunde ya chalo mwala chitako shani advise abena Zambia epo ba government baleto bamafunde lero tabalesa kamana tina abato bamafunde icho abena Zambia tabayishi bamafunde so tabale ishiba ba government ngana abato bamafunde usheni nshira nshimwala chiteya kwafa kwawe kara chalo pakwe bati mwendere pamo pantoro bato befunde abantu bena abale chimona fyo ko bakiri bwino. Or last advice, since mulesa mukuturubula pali ino nshita kubantu abale mchita introduce pama platform mure bapera kwa guidance iliyo mwalande fintu na bero bafuire balanda tabafuire bale mirandirako iliyo tamula alanda because apanomba ni serious business mwangiramo mwalishi baba abantu pama platform opo bayisura. So telefone ali enu byaonaika apa burumulandu pantu ibakanye kanye mukona ora mashina. So ama pages yale chita promote imwe mutumo basita ku advise belala landa fe iliyo tamula landa.
Okay, thank you. I think Mwaumfika. Honorable Makebi Zulu, just quickly answer all those and I get a second set of questions. Please, let's start with all those questions. There's someone who said, Emmanuel, you are very informed. Someone calling from London. And how come you didn't ask Honorable Makebi Zulu if he's standing? Well, I brought him here to reflect on the Zambia's 61st independence anniversary, and I'm yet to see his official statement whether he's standing, but he can use this opportunity to discuss this matter.
Very interesting questions indeed, and I think I will approach them in no particular order of importance, as it were, but perhaps the issues that relate to the role that I'm playing here in South Africa. I'd like to deal with those, get them out of the way, then deal with the matters that have arisen. Linda Banks asks a very important question, and that is, should HH recuse himself from this process? Would the family be willing to bury in Zambia? That has been the position. If today the president said, I will not be in attendance, I will hand over to the vice president, and we will give him his full honors, and tomorrow we start off to come to Zambia. It is that simple. It is that simple. And that's why we're saying, let us pray for the government so that reason prevails over self, or indeed over ego, to indeed respect the wishes of the family and do away with this whole thing. Because just this niggling issue is the one that has led to all this propaganda, all this false news that has been propagated against the family. And it ought not to be that way. We have to respect the widow. We have to respect the family. And there's a question that was asked by Falcon, that there are threats that I will be arrested if I return to Zambia. There is no offense that has been committed either by myself or any member of the family that is worth any person being arrested for. As a matter of fact, even assuming that there was, it is only prudent to go back home and face those challenges that are there. And no one is afraid to face challenges. If we have breached the law, let us deal with the law as it is. No one is afraid. But it is this thing that we keep talking about, to say, let's stick to truth. And for our purposes, as persons that are here in South Africa, seeking only to have a dignified burial for ECL, we will protect that wish, even if it takes any one of us going to prison, even if it takes me going to prison as spokesperson for wanting to honor the wishes of ECL or the family. We'll gladly do so if it amounts to an offense. But I can guarantee you that no offense has been committed. Zambia is our home. We are coming back home. Whatever the plans may be, we are still coming home to face things for what they are. Because we know that we are protected by the law. Even if institutions of governance may not want to rely on the law, we will still come and know that we are protected by the law. And, well, if they do anything wrong, Zambians will judge for themselves. They'll be able to judge. But know that we're not afraid to come home, and we are not coming home. We are not staying away from home. We are not afraid of anything that may be planned against us. It is not, and that is exactly what we're saying. We have to assert our freedom. If it can be given to us, we'll get it by whatever means necessary. Of course, within the legal limits that we have to. So Falcon, thanks for your concern, but we are good. Falcon, you also asked a question that related to the technical committee as being a formality, and that was the lamentations of Laura Miti. You can't rubber stamp, have them as a rubber stamp. As a matter of fact, true professionals on that committee should be able to say, I can't do this, because you are only asking me to rubber stamp and endorse what exactly you want. And to push for a thing that has already been declared unconstitutional in a manner that is also illegal is in itself misbehavior, for lack of a better term. It's being mischievous, to say the least. Brother Sencho Banda asked the question and provided an answer to say, what recourse do Zambians want to ensure that this is halted in the court of law? That is a recourse that the Zambians have, to halt this process by way of going to the Constitutional Court. If we have gotten to a stage where we feel we have lost trust in our institutions and we think we won't get the results that we want, we have yet another opportunity in August, in a very short space of time, to be able to speak and speak loudly as to what we want. If we want a government that is only going to push its interests, or we want a government that is going to push the interests of the people, we'll have that decision to make. We are the final arbiters in all this, and that is why the power that is not allocated to anyone in the Constitution is reserved for us, the people. Anonymous asked a very important question to deal with load shedding and the repeal of cyber law. We noticed that when the current president was in the opposition, the cyber law that was there then, that was mostly targeted at cyberbullying, and came as a result of the lady who marched because she felt she was being cyberbullied and got a call from President Edgar Chagwa. He took a stand and said, we are going to stop cyberbullying. But now there was a promise to say we'll get rid of it because it was perceived to be gagging people from expressing themselves on social media. And what has happened now? The president failed to answer a question that related to cyber law when he was being asked by that international journalist. And he said, well, these are necessary. Necessary for what? When the laws have only been used to stifle dissent. You don't necessarily have to have people agree with you for you to be able to serve them. You can't have everyone agreeing with you. People will disagree with you. And in the manner that they disagree with you, they may choose an avenue of expressing themselves. And they'll express themselves in a way that they think is most fortunate. And if I were President Hakainde Hichilema, I would allow people to express themselves and express themselves freely in the manner that they wish to. Other countries have those laws. And those that are insulted by their citizens don't die from insults. Insults have never killed anyone. But it is a way of judging the character of the person. A society will judge the character of the person differently if they insult. But it is not for us to be able to criminalize dissent because this person said something that I disagree with, therefore they should go to jail, especially that I'm in a position of power. Power is intended to serve and not to control. There was another question that was by Madam Ngoma. Well, this was a statement saying you must contest as a presidential candidate. Then Mulenga from England says, is it going to stand for the presidency? And of course, we've got Mr. Kashala asking to say, what qualities do you have? We have a shortage of leaders in Zambia. Okay, I'll try and deal with these as one. There's no shortage of leaders in Zambia. What has been is a proliferation of bad leaders. Not just a proliferation of bad leaders. The politics that we have been experiencing in Zambia have not attracted persons that have qualities that are to lead, because we say politics is a dirty game. Politics is not a dirty game. It's just dirty people come to politics. And when dirty people come to politics, it will take clean people coming to politics to clean it up. So if you are of good qualities, take the stand. Take the stand, come to politics. There are those of you that say, Christian, I'm a Christian, I can't be in politics. You're a Christian, therefore you should be in politics. Because politics deserves people that are decent. You say, I'm of this religion, politics is a dirty game. You have a responsibility to save your country and go and take up that particular position and save the country. And Mr. Kashala in Bemba say, so you are able to tell, or you should be able to see who a good leader is. And of course, there are these calls. I've noticed quite a number of calls are bordering on whether or not I'm going to contest the elections. As a matter of fact, it is not an I factor, a we factor. What are we saying? And I'm heeding, I'm listening and hoping to heed to the cause of every Zambian that is there, carrying out consultations, as it were. And it's for that reason that you may have seen from my posting that we said we're going to carry out consultations and talk to different people as regards this very mammoth task, this very solemn duty that each one of us has to take seriously. It is not a matter that one just wakes up and says, I should do this. But the cause so far are seeming very irresistible, but it is something that we have to take solemnly. It is something that one has to take dedicated to prayer And in all this, we know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And this light, only God makes it available. And we are in that position where there is this call to duty. And to not heed to this call to duty is to disappoint the people of Zambia. Is not to heed to this call to duty is maybe not being able to listen to the voice of God. And the voice of the people is the voice of God. And at an opportune time, we will definitely make this known. But as I have stated, it is not an I factor, it is a we factor. It is something that we all have to sit and decide. And with the call...
Thank you, Honorable Makebi Zulu. Before my callers become highly impatient, they are calling and calling and calling. I guess they have a lot of questions for you. And I hope that the clarification you've so far given has helped. Callers, I'm going to take the next segment of calls. Please call and make your contribution. And I'm glad that we are all back. Remember, after the earlier disruptions, I feared that we had lost the audience. But looking at the numbers, we are very, very good. Thank you for coming back and thank you for following this broadcast. Let's make your calls and let's hear from you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening, Emmanuel.
Yeah, good evening.
Just call me Foot Soldier.
Foot Soldier, make your contribution.
Okay, thank you. Very good. I've got just one or two questions for Honorable Makebi Zulu.
Thank you.
Yes, one. If elected in 2026.
Thanks for tuning in to JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.